Happy Sunday. It is November 10th, 2024, you guys. My granddaughter's birthday is 11, and my twin brothers, their birthday is today. So I gave them an early happy birthday shout out right now. I'm currently working on my website for my portfolio. And let me tell you, it takes a lot to reactivate your site and get everything set up because you got to have like a privacy page. So free game for you guys on a Sunday, a privacy policy. So I did find a generator called freeprivacypolicy.com for all of you guys who may need one. And it uses AI to generate it. Ask you a few simple questions and then boom. And you add it to your page. I'm doing that right now because I was having issues setting up my DNS records on my domain. I'm pretty tech savvy, but sometimes you just gotta let the other experts do their jobs. My host platform, I went back to Squarespace because I like their templates. They're easy to edit. They look professional, and this is more for my portfolio site, but connecting them with their DNS records was proven to be hell. I did it on Friday and I looked today and saw that they still weren't finding the records. So I have my domain name, JenAustin.com through domains.com. I would highly recommend using them. Customer service is kind of unmatched, to be honest with you. I thought that I was going to have to transfer my domain to Squarespace. And I kind of prefer to keep certain products separate. Like to pivot right now, I'm looking at a professional email for JenAustin.com. I'm looking at Google Workspace. We all know they give you probably the best access, right? Because I can access it on my phone. But I'm also looking at pricing and structures. And I want everything separate versus having everything on Squarespace offers the same. You can have your domain, your email, and your hosting and your website all on one platform. But what happens if you decide you no longer like that platform? Now you got to transfer. It's just a lot. So my recommendation is do your research, pick and choose. Google Workspace is one. I'm looking at GoDaddy. They're a little bit cheaper, but I guess for $6 a month, it'd be worth it. Right? But anyways, with domain.com, I've had them for a couple of years, ever since I built the site last year. I hit the chat button and, sometimes you wait in the queue for, 20, 30 minutes, 1 minute. The representative was top-notch stellar. I was not expecting this, not on a Sunday morning. I look crazy because I'm just waking up. It is cold in Virginia. Yes, it is. And he handled it. And he saw that my CNAME records were not pointing to the correct thing, to the correct host, to Squarespace. And I thought I had done it correctly. He did it. I refreshed my records and I saw things pop up. So for those who are not technical, you need IP addresses. And depending upon who your host is, it may be 1, it may be 4. In my case, it was 4. They all have to match. CNAME records are where your site is being pointed to. So where your domain is being pointed to, so that on your end, the consumer or the user, you can see it. So then it produces the output, the graphics, the design, so you can see my site. Because right now it says waiting to be verified, which is a weird thing to come across, but oh well, we'll wait. I thought I was going to have to transfer, like I said, and that could take up to 15 days. But this man, he solved it within a few minutes. And it was nice because I could watch him do it in real time. So that made me very happy, very relieved. And so I can go ahead on to other parts, like editing and updating this website, because I don't know if you guys remember, but let me see if I have any chapstick. I used to keep one in here. Oh, I do. I don't know if you guys remember, But I built this last year and got really good response. So when it comes down, I'm out. This is my favorite. It wasn't expensive, so I guess I could go buy another one. I believe it might have been Wet n Wild. Uh, but it was a beautiful site. Got really good response. That's a good way to do marketing and user research, right? Is to see. My screen's just went to sleep. Is to see what the response rate is. If you're in design or if you want to test how the end user or customer or consumer is going to respond to what you're doing, your product, your service, put it on your social media channels, because that's a blend of people that you know and you don't know. So I got a really good response with this. Everybody wanted me to build their sites. Again, I'm an incinerator, don't build sites, but I'm not building other people's sites. Put it that way, because it's a lot of work. And it entails a lot. And then with the SEO, thank God I know it. I can do that on the back end, but it's just a lot of work. And I don't find it worth the money. Like, if people need a little bit of assistance, but a lot of people don't do their research. And so therefore that sticks you with doing everything. It's just not worth the headache. And my mantra for 2024, the remainder of 2024 and 2025, is do what I do that makes me happy, eliminate anything that adds extra and unnecessary stress, and stop overextending myself. You love to help people, but you overextend yourself and start saying no because I don't want to. And that's okay. Because, been through a lot. A lot of you guys know that. World is going through a lot right now with the election results. I don't really want to touch on that too much, but my suggestion, do what you got to do. Do what you want to do. For me, I combat depression and my anxiety and my PTSD with something creative. I love being creative. I just don't want to do it as my full-time job, 24 hours a day, round the clock. But I am looking for UX work, UX design work, because I really, really enjoy it, and I'm actually really good at it. I appeal to the urban markets. When I posted my logo, you guys gave me a great response. In fact, let me pull it up so that the viewers can see. I'm going to put it on the screen. And I love more modern, out of the box images. And I decided to go with this because the vote was kind of unique. For my personal branding, I think it's awesome. It encompasses everything about me. And it is my favorite color, blue. And I love to be able to paint, be creative, but it doesn't just mean that I have to, that's all I do. The paintbrush I rendered using Adobe Firefly AI. Do you see that? Along with the little paint splash. I know everybody's against AI or they don't understand it. Get to know it. Play with some of those products, Firefly, Gemini, ChatGPT, and see what the outcome is and see if you enjoy it. Because automating processes is the way to go. I've always said this for a long time. Automate it and use those tools that allow you to. But anyways, I'm using that logo. And I told myself, hey, we're going to start building the content like we said we wanted to do years ago. Do this vlogging because people appreciate to see our travels and updates and, cooking, gardening, whatever. And I was sitting on it. I was sitting on that for the longest time. Oh, you guys, hold on. I'm going to have to save this because I don't have that email yet. How do I do that? I don't know if I want GoDaddy email. I know. Look, maybe MailChimp, because MailChimp Sorry, I'm pivoting. MailChimp is an email marketing platform. I'd like to I guess I'm going to be comparing prices for a while. I'd like to integrate that to put out a little newsletter. Why not? But, that, okay, the cats are doing something. Let's go find out what they're doing. Excuse the house, it's a little bit of a mess. Where are they? Where are you guys? Are you guys making messes? Because I've left the doors open to try and... Normally there's a cat in here. I've left the doors open to try and make sure each room gets heat. I forgot to turn off this light. I'm not... What the hell are they at? There's one. I hear another one. There's two. Oh. And there's three. Okay. We got them. I don't know what they were doing, but we got them. Anyways, as I was saying, I have been putting this off for the longest, doing content, doing the little vlog and podcast, and now I said, let me really get to work on it. And see what we could do. So you don't know until you try, right? And I've tested it, been testing over the years. Feedback from my lives have been really good. I don't know if I'll make money for it off of it. It's not necessarily what I'm in it to do. If it goes that way, then cool. But if not, I mean, why not? It would be nice to make it go that way. But right now, just focus on getting it started. But that's what I suggest everybody do. I'm going to probably have to break this video up into a couple of segments because right now I'm at 12 minutes. So Facebook only allows like 10-minute videos, I think. Things like that. TikTok, even shorter. YouTube, I'll be able to get the whole thing on here. So that's another goal today. Set up that YouTube channel. Finish the site. And as I told you guys, that's what you do this year. I'm going to travel. When I decided to retire, I want to sell coffee. And I started working on that. So I'm working on a cold brew that's sweetened. I'm also working on create your own flavor profile, which is fun. I mean, all the coffee shops do it, but why not? Why not spend the rest of your days out on the beach or selling coffee once or twice a month just to get out and interact with the world? So I woke up early, getting on it. I am about to go outside because, it's cold. Our first winter in Virginia. Compared to Arizona, yeah, it's pretty chilly. I'm layered up. You see it? Layered up. Layered up. Anywho, if you want to comment or if you want to say what you're doing to combat your feelings, like the election results kind of hit everybody on both sides, okay? Not just Dems, not just Republicans, both sides. Those who were for Kamala, those who were for Trump, it hit. And acknowledge it, try not to stay in the anger with it, because I told myself this time around I'm not gonna be filled with rage because it really did me no good last time. I want to channel that energy into something creative. If you're not creative and you're more analytical, that would be my recommendation. But drop it in the comments how you plan to use this time to do something that's going to benefit you in a good way, right? Let's not bring on more anxiety. What are you going to do? What are your goals? I would say early New Year's Eve goals, right? Or what are your goals for 2025? What are your goals for the next 4 years? Are you going to seize opportunities? Because last time we were so angry, a lot of people, and then with COVID, we sat. Some people got out and gardened. I learned how to garden. What are you going to do to combat that and help yourself and help educate others? Will you be that voice? Will you create a platform like I'm trying to do? I know it's going to get crazy because I'm scared and I hate everything being public. But if I can help by chatting with people and sharing some of the knowledge from my experiences, that's going to make me feel better. It's going to help other people feel better. It might make a friend or two. And I like helping. It's a great way to help. Tell me what you're going to do. Tell me how your Sunday is going. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. Rest of your weekend.